Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ATTV. I'm Angelina Tull, the real Angelina Tull. Now, I have a picture that I'm going to show you here. I don't know if you can get a clear view of it. The lighting's not so great. But in this picture, you see a lady and a little baby and a table, like a lap table, and a laptop. Yeah, there you go. See that? Okay, now I'm going to show you something. Give me 2 seconds. I have a table that I work with that's similar to the table. Now, the matter at hand, ladies and gentlemen, I'm picking up, so I sat it down. The matter at hand is, see if we can get the lighting to get right back here, because the lighting's kind of not the best of lighting right now, but here in the picture, as you can see, where this lady with some books and a table similar to me with the laptop, and she's got the child next to her, is the article says, I can't read the article verbatim, but it suggests Harvard and economics or somebody at Harvard is suggesting that perhaps the picture that's being depicted is that of a ghetto mentality. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hold that thought. Hold that thought. Here's my table. My work table. I've had this work table for pretty much 11 years, give or take. And this table has been my work table living in an affluent neighborhood. I live in a very affluent neighborhood. The mentality of a lot of people in the neighborhood is that of scarcity. But for the most part, it's a very affluent neighborhood. So with that being said, if somebody other than myself, as you saw in the picture, has a table similar to mine, and Harvard and economics at Harvard is depicting a picture of a lady and a child with a laptop sitting upon a table similar to mine, indicating that this is hybrid, potential, ghetto, something. I don't know. I didn't even read the article. I tapped into the article, but I said I cannot read the article because it would not behoove me to fall into the scarcity mentality. You follow what I'm saying? It would not behoove me to be a service to you to fall into the scarcity mentality that many affluent people have. Because even affluent people have a scarcity mentality towards people like me. Black lady, maybe it could be you. You're a black lady, you're a Hispanic, you're an Asian, or you're a poor white, or another. And somebody at Harvard, for whatever reasons, is depicting that picture that I showed you. Hold the thought. Let me go back to the picture. Hold the thought. Let me get back to the picture. And mind the light of a lady with a child, with a laptop, with a table similar to mine, depicting the picture as being that of potentially to be of a ghetto mentality. Well, what exactly is a ghetto mentality? Is a ghetto mentality actually that of scarcity for everybody? I beg to differ, ladies and gentlemen. I beg to differ, as once again I show you my work table, as you can see. I'm using my laptop, so you can't actually see my laptop sitting upon the table. But I beg to differ that even in an affluent neighborhood where there's a lot of people whose mentality is that of scarcity, average, and complacent with mediocrity, it doesn't mean that everybody who has a work table, such as the one depicted in the picture and the one that I showed you that I actually have and own and have had for 11 years building my own empire, it doesn't mean that that's a scarcity mentality. Yet we are being brainwashed, ladies and gentlemen. You and I are being brainwashed and conditioned into believing that if you do certain things, this is potentially haphazard cause to be that of scarcity mentality of the ghetto. What exactly is the ghetto? It's your mentality. Your mentality is your ghetto. Do you follow where I'm coming from? Your mentality is your ghetto. You can live on the farmland. You can live in the city. You can live in the suburbs. You can live in the rural. You can live in the mountains. Your ghetto is your mentality. Is your mentality full of scarcity, average-minded, and that of mediocrity? That's where the ghetto is. The ghetto is your mentality. Do you follow what I'm saying? So you remember the picture, you can go back and rewind it. You can go back, rewind it, and look at the picture of the lady and the child sitting on a red chair with a tabletop similar to mine, with a laptop on it. And an economics, I believe it was an economics of Harvard, depicted this picture to be hybrid potential, setting up that of a ghetto scenario, ghetto mentality. Really? I, Angelina Tull, here on ATTV, begs to differ. I grew up in the suburbs all my life. I was always around affluent people. I was born in New York, Lower Manhattan. But I know a lot of people. They live in what they call the ghetto, but their mentality is not of the ghetto. Their mentality is beyond that of the tall skyscrapers. Do you follow what I'm saying? It's a mentality that this economist is depicting upon people like me, a black lady. Perhaps you, a black lady. Maybe you're a black man. Maybe you're a poor white lady. Maybe you're a poor white man. Maybe you're a poor Asian man. Maybe you're a poor Asian lady. Poor Hispanic man, poor Hispanic lady. Or other. And someone is attempting to depict a way of thinking upon you that says this is ghetto. No. Ghetto is your mentality. Your mentality. You see, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. If your mind is set on the horizon and beyond that which you cannot see because of the skyscrapers, your mentality is not ghetto. I use the word ghetto a lot. I have been guilty of using the word ghetto a lot. But in all actuality, it's a mentality. The ghetto is inside of you. It's not where you live. The ghetto is inside of you. It's not where you live. The ghetto is your mentality. And we must come up and above and arise from a ghetto mentality. It's not your place of residence of where you live. It's not the materials that you have where you live. Because material items can easily burn up in fire. Material items like paper money can just be gone like fire. So it's a mentality. Your mindset dictates who you are, what you stand for, and what you represent as an individual. Whether you are a man or a lady, irregardless of your color, your nationality, your origin, your religion, your creed, and or your age. It's a mentality, the way you think. We cannot allow people to put upon us a mentality any longer of scarcity, being average-minded, and settling for mediocrity. But if you choose to settle for scarcity, mediocrity, and average, that's your choice. That's your business. Hooray! But it does not behoove anybody to think for one instance that a people of the United States of America, in particularly speaking, and abroad, that we are any longer going to settle for this brainwashed and conditioned way of thinking that the material items such as this work board that I work with, and I've been working with for over 11 years, okay, or let's say my exercise ball, it's no way that we're going to let the mentality of others dictate to us who we are, what we stand for, and what we represent, individually speaking and collectively speaking. It's a mentality. It's a mindset. The ghetto is a mentality. It's a mindset. It's not what we see. It's who we are in our mind, our mentality. Once again, material items easily, like paper money, can burn up like fire. But our mentality is who we are. If we continue to allow people, excuse me, once again, as I go back to the picture, if we allow people, here's the picture that I've been showing, okay? If we allow people, the article reads, or the intro to the article reads, hybrid work model could create a ghetto. Warns Harvard Economics. Here are the dangers. While some scholars believe flexible work will allow for more inclusive workplace, others. Now, mind you, I don't really know what it says. I clicked on the article by mistake, and then I just said I don't want to even read it because I do not want my mindset to fall into that category of what I don't even know what the word is that one would use for people who brainwash people into believing and thinking. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that materials such as a board, workstation board like this, which I use to hold my laptop on, it's great to get around. I can do a lot of things with my work board. To think for one instance, it's ghetto. By no means. Once again, I have been guilty myself of using the word ghetto. When in actuality, when I think about it, the ghetto is a mindset. The ghetto is something that people have put in us, depicted upon us to believe. Material items, once again, can burn up like fire. Like paper. Just burn like fire and there's no more. So who are we as a people, as a community, as a nation, as a world? We are bright, intelligent, outstanding, amazing citizens of our local communities, nationwide and globally speaking. What must we do